My cat just made it stop. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How's it going? Yay. Uh-oh. There we go. Fixed it. I'm very tired, Besram. Yeah, that's fair. That is in fact fair. Where, oh, nope. I'm glad to know I can do that though. I was gonna go in for the laser pointer because I'm gonna need that for this. I'm gonna kind of give this a couple more minutes, see the numbers go. Because I think I'm gonna use the stream as like a gauge, or how many people are watching the actual live stream, kind of as a gauge to see if I'm gonna move on to do the in-character company orientation at the end of this, uh, or if I'll save that for another time. I love watching you try and figure out streaming. Look, man, I'm trying. Okay, I don't need to be good. Also, I was looking through Twitch earlier, and I noticed I'm the only person who does sick ass PowerPoints. So there's that at least for me. You should do the orientation anyway. I want to see. Well, you'd see it anyway because you're one of the players for this. The players will for certain see it, but you know, I don't know what my engagement's gonna look like for this video because I don't know how many people are genuinely interested in watching this. They are sick ass PowerPoints. Anyway, um, sorry, Felix is next to me and he is just so distracting. Just so distracting right now. He's just so cuddly and cute and wants attention. Yeah. I know what I was saying before I got super sidetracked there. No, I'm going to use this as a gauge to see it because I don't know how many people are genuinely interested at this moment to watch it. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through all this. So I am going to kind of use the, see who's in the live stream to see if it's kind of worth moving through it and going on. Because if not, I'll just show it to the players when the time comes to do our first session. Also, Felix, you were loved. And you're a baby. He's a sweet boy. Alright, well, let's get into the presentation. Those who will join us later will join us later. But you know, welcome, worms and jams, to Office Dramas and Dragons. Oh, Lucky left the room. Oh, well, next time you see Lucky, let him know I love him. Anyway, what is it? How's it going? How are we gonna work with this? Let's describe it. Pretty much it's just D&D but modern. It'll work. All the mechanics and stuff are the same, and so you'll roll for everything, and it'll be the same as every other D&D game we play, only this time you'll have more modern things, which I'll show you some of the world building in a moment. But you know, I think there will be some things that are like very much modern opposed to like, oh, this lovely fantasy world. One of these things being your player sheet is a resume. Uh, so yeah, it's gonna work like your traditional character sheet with all your stats and your languages and about your character and all that. Only it's in the style of a resume. I do believe there is a template in this as well. Uh, Sorry, I'm so distracted by this cat right now. He's just so cute and fluffy. Anyway, all right. But a little bit about the game itself is you'll be working for a company opposed to being a roving band of adventurers. You'll be working for a company, which we'll also get into that a little bit. I really should fill out my sheet. Yes, please. Please do fill out your sheet. Oh, and the other things with the sheets are the one you turn in does have to be a resume, but if you want like a backup sheet that is just like your traditional character sheet, that's totally fine. That makes sense. But I need the one turned into me, the GM, game master, or general manager, if you will. Uh, that was so funny earlier, but saying it out loud, I don't feel. I mean, you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it done. Don't I believe in you, Breadfast. I believe in you, Breadfast. All right. Anyway. Like any good D&D game, roleplay is a huge part of it because it's not just going out there and adventuring and fighting monsters. It's also dealing with your coworkers' drama. That's going to be a big part of this. That's where the office drama part of this comes in, and I've lost my water. No, it's behind me. I'm starting to look around for it because I'm like, my throat kind of is dry. And then it was just not there. Alright. I have one viewer. This engagement looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic, guys. It's fun. I know some people said they were going to be late, and then I waited a half hour. So I don't know exactly characters that have to actively play into the drama and love him for. Yeah, probably. I imagine y'all are going to be real invested in this divorce arc that's going to be going on. Anyway. Did I cover everything? Modern D&D game works like D&D, but we just got some modern stuff. Like, there'll be, I think, smartphones and, like, you know, billboards and capitalism and all that. The company, and then, yeah, office drama is a huge part of it. That's, yeah, divorce arc. Look, man, we'll get into that in a moment. Yes, here we go. Here's our example of our character sheet. It's a little bit messier because I just mocked that up in, I think, like 10 minutes. But it's, you know, your name, you'll have your level, your HP, all your stuff as you go through. Also completely optional, but a cover letter, which, you know, is essentially a formal letter about your character that you put on top of it. And you're like, hey, this is why you should hire me, but, you know, this is more about your character than being hired, because you don't actually have to go through an interview, because it's a D&D game. It can contain whatever info you want, background, and in character why I should hire you, etc. Just whatever info you can't push / don't want on the resume sheet. So yeah, whatever info you want to add that won't fit on this sheet here, you'd put in your cover letter. That's completely optional, though. I don't require it. Can we make puns about how funny names like instead of Facebook is Facebook? Yes. Yes, we can. I'm sure we'll come up with more of that. Oh yeah, this is the thing about the language thing. But down here can include real and fantasy. Can include real and fantasy for languages. So funny. Imagine someone saying thieves can't Draconic, Fae, Spanish. That is exactly what I want. So like, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like your character can speak. English would be the replacement for common, really, because you're going to be an American company, because we're all Americans here, pretty much. There are many things I won't be telling my employees about my characters. He is fun. Oh, I'm scared. I am genuinely scared. But yeah, I think this is actually Bread's writing up here anyway. I think they summed it up pretty good saying that. But like, yeah, you know, you speak things like that. It's like you speak your country's language. You'd speak any languages you've learned. You'd also speak like your race's language, and then anyone else that you have. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, I think that summed up pretty good. And then another thing, an important task that I actually I don't like that you said I should be scared. Okay. But yeah, there's also, Felix, please don't touch my stuff. I can't put, like, normally I have this chair that I put all my stuff on, but Felix is on the chair. Ow! And now he just bit me, so go. He's not. Okay. I can't put any of my stuff then. I'll probably tell you, which because you get, but the other characters get a fun surprise. Froggy! Welcome in! I see you there. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Fun character reveals. Anyway, it's his chair now. Yeah, I mean, it really is. I can't, I don't have a way of showing you guys what he looks like right now. But he is laying half on my bed, half on this chair, and just staring off onto the distance as his tail flicks back and forth. And if I get too close to him, he'll fight me. So, give him his throne. He has full access to it. Smug, probably. Oh, lovely. Alright, what was I saying? Oh yeah, important task. I want you to develop a meme culture. Mostly because I think it's fun, and there's a lot of like magic things and a lot of world building that I want to place on you guys as the characters, because I think that'd be really interesting and fun, and you know, you guys would be a good way of making memes. Also, you guys are more in touch with memes than I am. Well, it's also fun. I don't know if I put it in here, but another thing is bonus points for creating social medias, even if they're like photoshopped and faked. If you can give your player character like, hey, this is what my character's Instagram would look like, or Twitter, or whatever, bonus points. Yeah. But yeah. Alright, and then to get into the company, I'm gonna ship Post and Body, so this will be fun. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm afraid of. And also what I'm having him, I'm making him a Tumblr. Yeah, you probably are. Alright, anyway. Oh, there goes the AC. There was a dead bird in the AC earlier. Anyway. I forgot about the social media. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a requirement. I think it'd be fun for you guys to create kind of like an internet culture, an internet atmosphere around these characters so we can play off them. But yeah, I created this myself. It is the job posting that kind of tells you what I need from your characters and just kind of the general vibe of what I'm going for with the customer. There's a dead bird. Yeah, we don't know what happened, but my aunt went to turn on the AC earlier, and she heard like a ka-thunk, and so she went to check the outside piece of the cooler, and I guess a dead bird got sucked in through it. Yeah, that wasn't fantastic. Anyway, wanted adventurers, Hofston Adventuring Agencies. No previous experience required. On-the-job training, flexible hours, paid on a job-to-job basis, and traveling is required. Do you enjoy seeing new places, fighting exotic creatures, or helping people? Well, here at Hofston Adventuring Agencies, HAA, we would like to offer you this opportunity to apply to join our team. We are a fun-loving company looking for people that can keep up with tough work. Me reading is never... Sorry, I'll leave it on the doorstep next time. I love you, Froggy. Where was I? Sorry, me trying to read things. We've been here before. I wrote this. Okay. We are a fun-loving company looking for people that can keep up with the tough work. We work hard and play hard. Many of the jobs you'll take here are high risk, high reward. As per standard, any loot found while working for us is fit 50-50 with the company. We do require you to be in peak physical health to be able to perform your job. HAA is a long-standing company with a rich history. Apply now and become part of it. My character's only in this for the money. That's fair. I'm only for the high reward. Trust me, there'll be that. And then you have to split it 50-50 with the company because capitalism does exist in this fantasy universe. Alright, requirements of the job. Physically fit. Able to work in high-stress environments. A friendly attitude. I'm looking at you right now, Redfast. Literate and able to count. Also, I've been asked about that specific thing twice now. And I'm concerned every time. And like, I know twice doesn't sound like a big thing, but that's literally 50% of the current players. So, yeah. Yes, you do have to be literate and able to count. Benefits. Health insurance. Dental and eye care. And will provide allowance for provisions. Hi, Leo. um, capitalism exists in this universe. Actually, you know what? Does anyone want me to go back? Because I think Bird was the only one in as I was explaining exactly what all this is. Welcome to hell. Yeah, it pretty much is. Because we're only 15 minutes into the stream. I can totally go back and sum up everything so far. You don't got it, okay. Either way, oh yeah, that's true, they can watch the VOD. Alright. Well, anyway, welcome to Hofston Venturing Agencies. Next thing. The next thing is, when we were talking about it, and I put this in, yeah, people were having fun with this idea. Mostly Bird and Frog. But, dental and eye care, damn, we live in good tonight. I imagine it's mandatory in this line of work. And back in the 60s, some workers' right stuff were heavily pushed because of how dangerous the work is. Yeah, guess what? I'm making fun history as well. Because I love world building. I do really love world building. And the idea that dental, eye care, healthcare, all that is standard for, like, adventuring jobs because of how dangerous they could be, really just made sense to me. And I'm like, oh, you know what? This kind of aligns with, like, a lot of the stuff that happened in the 60s for workers' rights and things like that. So, put that in. That exists now. Oh yeah, and this here is about that stupid literate enabled account that two of you have asked me about. But, sorry, this is kind of out of order because there's also this part. But man, I'm not requiring that you need an HS degree or equivalent. That just you can read English and count. Come on, guys. And I think to I think to Leo when they asked, I was like, look, you need to be able to fill out the job application. But also a little bit here, some company atmosphere again. Here at HAA, we don't care what your alignment is. Proceeds to tell most chaotics that they don't fit the company image. To which Bird suggests, just lie. Which, you know, lying on your resume, lying to get a job, standard. Let's go for it. I'm having fun already. I loved revisiting a lot of these, like, things that we had. And, like, that we did when the initial concepts came into play. And it was a lot of fun to go back and reread them. Fuck corporate. That's fair. I did it later, so it'll be in chat when you guys meet most of these characters. But yeah, you guys are gonna want to punch Dave from management. I'm lying about many things: literacy, my alignment, my charisma, my race, my name, my previous job, my criminal record. Your character is just gonna be the funnest character to have. I feel like you're gonna be Ricardo's favorite. Fun fact, Ricardo is also lying. Anyway, the PowerPoint. Oh, this, okay. Two things here. One. These are our list of characters. You got Todd Hofstan. He is the owner and current CEO of the company. Ricardo, Raquel, Rob, Gilgagard, Tirhill, Deborah, Dave from marketing, Dave from management, and Jurg. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. I have these all in a separate thing somewhere else. Not on any of these, because you're supposed to learn these characters little bit by little bit, but human, elf, human, I'm pretty sure he was human, orc, tiefling, human, tabaxi, elf, dwarf. Alright, and then the PowerPoint, upbeat, the vibe of the company trying hard. This is about the orientation presentation, which I actually might end up doing at the end of this. Because I'm having a lot of fun with this right now. But upbeat, a company trying hard, Gilgagard, very tired, is ready to retire at 35. You lot, a bunch of goons. Probably. To which Froggy sends in the bastard man emoji. And I'm like, exactly, poor Kierkegaard, he might be my favorite character so far. Yeah. Uh, what? What? I think I have a little bit about him later in this, but like, he's just tired dad vibes, and like he has a wife and 2 kids, and he's like, I just want to go home. I don't want to deal with these guys. He's your HR representative. We are many goons. You are many goons. I've met you. I've played D&D with you guys before. Is he a guard? No, Ricardo is White Ant vibes. Yes, yes. And then Red says that they will be calling Gilgard dad. Yep. And you know what? He'd probably accept you as his children. He's just probably like, yep. I am responsible for you guys. Alright. Little bits about the universe. Because world building! God, I wish I had a webcam because I was doing, like, jazz hands there. This bit was not come up with me, but come up by Bird, but it being modern day means tiefling racism gets them higher less, and that just hit me, shake my head. Damn racist. Which is fair. And like, it's good world building. Good tieflings experience, microaggressions. It's realistic. Not fun. Tiefling relations like this. So does capitalism and everything else. It's fine. It's not fine, but you know what I mean. We're building a realistic fantasy universe. That's the problem. Oh yeah, and then because I'm a giant Lord of the Rings nerd, Lord of the Rings is based on real events. Yeah, based on real events. Maybe like I get into fantasy world to avoid capitalism. I get in it because I enjoy messing with shit. So let's go have fun. We'll get into the capitalism portion when we get to the Apple products. But yeah. But it's like, there's a real story that did happen, and then here's this movie that's like heavily dramatized. My character still avoids capitalism and taxes. But to be fair, my character. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Tax evasion. Hell yeah, tax evasion. Yeah. But, reading this little blurb here, just. Everyone is the race they play except for Orlando Bloom, and the elves are pissed about it. Like, yeah, they have Hugo Weaving, but like folk hero Legolas, played by a human, that is insulting. Halflings are just happy not to be playing children for once. Hobbit is a local dialect of to a specific region that in real life Shire, but after the films it becomes more widely used. John Rhys Davies, the dwarves actor, never had to pay for alcohol again. That's a big deal for dwarves. Half the shooting scenes were dedicated to the end scenes. Yeah, well, I'm morally good, I promise. I don't believe you, not just because I know how you play D&D, but because I know you in real life, Redfast. Anyway. Oh, the initial world building and little bits about it that I, like, absolutely, like, that we started rolling with. Until we're like, let's just make this like a thing. But I want to do a one-off D&D campaign that's still like high fantasy with magic and elves, but shit is but is aggressively modern day. Like the fucking prophecy says they need to go to Chuck E. Cheese, but the nearest one is closed. The nearest one closed like a year ago, so they have to travel to find one still open Chuck E. Cheese in the region. And instead of stopping at the market to stock up, they go to the mall, and it's like Bath and Body Works also sells potions. Hot Topic sells spells, but they're always something off about the quality. Pekka sells armor for animal companions. Gotta have a secondhand armor weapon shop. I'm still workshopping the name, but like, yes, I agree with this one. Especially as someone who has worked secondhand, most definitely. They eat lunch at Applebee's and have the worst time with the manager. That's the dungeon boss. No, wait, not Applebee's. The homophobic Red Robin. Which, I'm not gonna get into that story. I think most of you have heard that. Once Upon a Weapon, that is a great name for the secondhand thing. Leo was there for the Red Robin incident. That's fine. Like, clothing stores have different sections for races as well. So like the elf section is all white and flowy things, and the orc section is like graphic tees and ripped jeans. Leo, I don't know what exactly is concerning you, but the whole thing should concern you. Oh, Red Lobster still has to be Red Jewel. Yes, it does have to be Red Jewel. I'm here for that. Um. Oh yeah, and Birdie here saying, "Bees, we should write this out and stream it." And yes, we absolutely should. I say as I'm streaming it right now. I think also the 3 of the 4 current players said that they were cool with streaming the first episode. So we'll see if that still continues. Hopefully it will. I would love to stream it so I can go back and watch it over and over again. Because I enjoy watching things I have created, especially when it comes to creating things with my friends. The Beyond in Bed Bath & Beyond is for elder/occult things. I think it'd be fun to stream this disaster. Oh, of course it would be. It'd be just as bad as the book reading with you two. Anyway, Bed Bath & Beyond this realm. Capitalism. I mean, everything but some things are more concerning than others in a good way. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. These are 2 mock-ups I came up with, and actually I drew the objects. I used the font that came with the app I was using. But the Apple Focus and the Apple Staff, and they are compatible with each other, but you have to buy a dongle, which is sold separately. And, like, I imagine you have to take all of that off to charge the Apple Staff. Like, there's, like, a little screw-off cap at the top that you can plug the charger into. But that's also where the adapter or dongle for the Focus goes onto. And so it's, like, really inconvenient. Anyway, I had a lot of fun creating these. His own staff. Fuck capitalism, I'm gonna DIY this shit. Bird, I need you. Bird, that's almost what we were saying beforehand. I'm at work, but I so badly want to make a Twitter edit of people making fun of that. That is specifically about, I think, the Apple Staff, the Apple Focus was the first one I did. The best line I can think of was, "A rock from my garden will work better and not cost me $500. My only criticism, and this was posted at the same time because me and Brett have the same brain cell, or lack thereof. My only criticism is, why pay for an arcane focus when you can pick up a rock off the street? Like, to which I need you to understand. I didn't screen cap it, but the next line under there is same brain cell, because again, me and Bird are the same person. I imagine there's like a ton of smart focuses and all of them suck. Yeah, and then this is talking about the staff. Staff and Focus sold separately. Yeah, on brand for Apple. We have many moments of speaking in unison. It's awful. I think it's fun. I love when we do it. It is terrifying. And Froggy says, "My clone." I can't do the voice. I'm sorry. Staff Focus and Focus Mode all sold separately. Literally, as a Magic user, my boy's gonna hate Apple. That's fair. Many people hate Apple now. Okay. This is when we get into the juicy shit. This is the drama. You can see the exact moment here where I go from talking about universe, like big universe things that are in the universe, to here are our characters, and you're starting to see the story form. And this is happening over the course of a day. I think this was all pretty much like 1 or 2 days, because I just inspiration, and these guys let me go back and forth and do stuff. And Felix, don't you dare step on my keyboard. Sorry, he's returned to the chair. Hi, Felix. I'm aware you're there. Please don't be. No, I don't like the way you're looking at my computer. Hold on. Baby, come back to the bed. No, you don't need to be up there. There you go. You can be right there. That's a good spot for you. Except for now you're trying to antagonize Paris. Big Steppy. He knows he's being problematic. That's the problem. I placed him on the bed, and he walked over to the little area where they can see Paris from the bed, and is now staring into Paris's pin. Thankfully, Paris is asleep, so he's not noticing. We're trying to get the cats acclimated to each other right now. It's going actually pretty good, but Paris still isn't super comfortable. I'm sorry, but I do love my name in chat just permanently being cocaine. I don't remember why we changed to cocaine, but there was a reason. But you are cocaine, yes. Anyway. Let me read these off. Okay. Yeah, I do still have that. I'm gonna bring that down there. As to not. Why not? But yeah, I was like spellbook apps, which I still love the idea of. It's just like you can have all your spells in an app now. Anyway, it's a silly notion, and I love it. It's absolutely something that would be in a universe like this too. But let's get into this. An orc barbarian on a keto diet. Deborah in accounting could have been a top wizard, but she prefers the world of finance. Gilgagard in HR once killed a dragon, but now he has a wife and kids. And he just can't be risking his life like that. Rob and Turhill are having an affair, but the rest of the office knows that Rob's husband will be back from a quest any day now, and are waiting for the drama to unfold. Gilgagard does not want to be the person to deal with that nightmare. Fight a dragon? Yes. Deal with the downfall of his co-worker's marriage? No, thank you. Deborah started a pool on how long it's going to take for Rob's husband Ricardo to really find out. So far it's been 3 months and she's $20 on a year. But Dave in marketing has $40 that it's only going to be 4 months. And immediately you fuck Rob, he can get fucked. That's kind of the problem, is that's what he's doing. Alright. Raquel in finance thinks that they should be minding their own business, but that's because she knows the couple and has been feeding Ricardo info. And they're just waiting for the time to strike. Like, how the hell Rob thought he'd get away with this? Who knows? But who knows? But the company law firm is just happy not to be dealing with a lawsuit, to which everyone's like, Ricardo deserves better. Ricardo's an independent person who needs no man. Rob can get fucked. I'm back. My internet went out, but I have returned. Aww. Well, welcome back, Birdie. Jurg, who heads the law department, has been looking over the prenup he had them written up for them. Oh, goodness. There it is. Hi. Rob is a bitch. Rob is a bitch. I'm glad we're all on this I hate Rob arc. I'm here for it. Okay, Jurg, who heads the law department, has been looking over the prenup he had written up for them 5 years ago, and Rob is likely to get nothing, not even visitation with the dogs. To which Froggy says this sounds like 3 friends getting coffee and hearing the office tea. To which I reply to that, this is the baristas that work at the cafe downstairs going over the gossip and getting the full story. Which, I mean, let's be real. You know they know nothing of what's going on downstairs except for the small information, so they gather together and feed each other information. Bert wants to be friends with them, which is fair. With Ricardo, not the baristas. Probably the baristas, too. They sound fun. Yes, I think this is right before I decided Ricardo is going to be the head of the adventuring department. So, you'll get to work closely with him. Someone's gotta watch the dogs because Rob doesn't. Ricardo's gonna be the favorite NPC. Him and his attack dogs, Lucy, a Rottweiler Rhodesian Ridgeback mix, and Bloodkiller, a Pomeranian. I'm gonna befriend everyone because I have great charisma. Oh, you probably do, and you probably are. The baristas sound like a criminal network and I live for it. You know what? That is now an idea. It's a good idea. I don't have a note thing right now, but I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, alright. Oh yeah, and then Bloodkiller has totally sensed something is up lately because she's not letting Rob pet her. Ricardo group dead for newbie employees. It is. Oh, she's getting a new pretty bow, blood-resistant hair bow for Christmas. I don't know. I know that's about Bloodkiller. I don't know what I was referring to. The baristas better be criminals that could be best friends with him. Yes. Yes, this might be happening now, and I am here for it. I'll workshop that. Don't worry. I'm vibing with the barista's limo. Oh, probably y'all gonna be downstairs getting coffee, before you go inside to like your adventuring stuff, and the barista just be like, if you give me gossip, I will give you a biscuit or a cookie or whatever your heart desires that is on our pastry table. If you give them enough juicy gossip, maybe they'll help you kill someone. Who knows? Um, oh, I'm workshopping that. I love that. Oh, who's gonna be hanging? Okay, Ricardo group dead for newbie employees, perhaps. Oh yeah, he's gonna be hanging out at HQ because he won't be able to do field work with the divorce proceedings. Free snacks for drama. Sign me up. Bees, I have to DM wasting my character notes at some point because he's amazing. I would love to. Bruh, just send that into Subwing chat. Alright. A bunch of new first-time adventures in this. Oh, that's in the voice of Rob. Or not Rob, Ricardo. I'm gonna keep getting names mixed up. It's fine. I found my new NPCs. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm going to make them all, like, fairies, I think. Because I love the idea of fairies just binging on gossip. Anyway. Baristas and Ricardo, my beloved. Anyway, Ricardo. Oh, bunch of new first-time adventures. This old elf can't let themselves get killed too early on. Anyway, here's a first aid kit and some juice boxes. Go kill something. Preferably my ex-husband. Oh, trust me, our characters are already plotting that. First quest, let's go! Man, fuck Rob. All my homies hate Rob. 5 years happily married, and this is the shit he pulls. And with Turhill of all people? Yesterday I saw them having trouble tying their shoes. They might have cried. I mean, they sound like a mayo enjoyer. Shake my head. Turhill's definitely being used. Rob is a dick. I think for Turhill, she's gonna be kind of derpy and, like, a little bit ditzy and out of it, but really well, like, good-hearted, you know? Like, we love her, but, like, she needs to understand the world just a bit better. Alright, and then cut to Hurley holding him besides that Turhill did nothing. Rob is toxic. Hurley is Turhill's brother. He doesn't even work with them. Yeah, poor Turhill. She's a baby. Anyway, that's probably going to be one of your first steps into getting Rob fired. And then probably murdered. Anyway, I'm calling him nothing but Robert as a sign of disrespect. I didn't get it in the screenshot, but after that it says, please do. He hates being called by his first name. And then this is in response to, I sent a sneak peek of the PowerPoint that we'll be getting onto in a little bit here. And it's something about safety hazards. Anyway, this is the response. Hazard, too much drama. Hazard, the tea is boiling. That's what HR is for, but no one's using it. Poor Kierkegaard. Report Rob to HR because he's a cheating bastard. Yes, do it. He's the hazard. And his body's gonna be a hazard. I'm a hazard to him. I'm glad we're all here. Discord just pinged, and I can't even look at it. Anyway, that's the end of this slideshow. I'm gonna go. Y'all can look at. What's a good slide for y'all to look at? There, not the capitalism one. I like this one. You can look at world building while I go and try and switch things over. Oh, there's chat. It's just Noah. Okay. I am unconcerned. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and worms and jams and all of the under and over and all that. I need my pointer. It won't give me my pointer because I don't know where my mouse is. There. Give me my laser pointer. It's just Noah. That's not Noah. That was Noah in chat. Pinging. That was Noah talking. He said something. He was responding to the everyone. Unless we're referring to the fact that Noah no longer exists or something. Which, that's okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that just now. They really want Nico's attention. Okay, anyway. No, currently Leo. Yeah, I wasn't talking about that one. I was talking about the earlier one. The earlier one that I was referring to was Noah in spam chat. The other pings I did just see. I am fully up to date on what's going on in the worm jams. Alright. Alright. Everything is taking a different turn now. We are going into roleplay territory. I want you all to pretend you are your characters, and if you don't have a character yet, don't worry about it. Pretend you're pretending to be your character. You are all in company orientation. You have been asked, you've gone to the front desk and told them, hey, it's my first day, and they've directed you, they have directed you to a room that's very clearly like a conference HR, like blank walls, plastic folding chairs. There's a projector. Sitting in this room, kind of in the front, some papers, is a very, very tired looking orc. He's in kind of a business casual suit. He has like thin framed glasses on his face. And he kind of looks at all you guys and goes, take a seat. Yep, just sit down, it's fine. And y'all take a seat, and he goes, okay, this is your first day, we're gonna go over orientation. I got a PowerPoint that I'm supposed to show you. We'll get in, you guys can all introduce yourselves later. For right now, I am head of HR, I am Gilgagard. Let's go over this presentation, and then I can release you to whatever you guys do. I don't care. Just don't get in trouble. Anyway, the PowerPoint starts up, and this is what you see on the screen. What you see on the screen right now is the PowerPoint presentation. Thank you, random name generator. I like that name though. Anyway, welcome to Hofton Adventuring Agencies. In this presentation, we will go over everything you will need to know for starting your new opportunity here at Hofton Adventuring Agencies. Commonly, you'll see it abbreviated to HAA. He gets like 100 names, but it's okay. We will cover attitude, policy, job descriptions, time off, and of course the thing you're all actually here to learn about, pay. Please save your questions to the end of each section. And welcome to Hofton Adventuring Agencies. We're glad to have you join our team. Alright. He casts a glance around the room, make sure everyone's paying attention. Also, an aside here, tell me if you like this presentation. I did my best to make it look as corporate and boring and like genuinely I did my best to make it look like something that actually would exist in the real world, if that makes sense, and I'm very proud of it. So please tell me how you like it at the end of this. Anyway, back into character. Sorry about that. Hello, cat. Go away, cat. Okay. Don't want them stepping on my keyboards. They can be on the bed. They just can't step on my stuff. Looks like something Mike would make. Doesn't it? Anyway, company atmosphere and attitude. Be respectful, just don't be rude, don't take your frustrations out on your coworkers, be polite. And I understand what goes on here, and you'll learn it for yourselves. But please, just try to mind your own damn business. Okay? Or at least don't create more problems for me. Anyway, take care of your space, do your work in a timely manner, take issues to the proper authorities. Please, if there's an issue, take it to HR or your manager or whatever. Gilgagard is visibly like beaten down at this point, because you can tell in the back of his head he's thinking about the absolute drama unfolding with the Rob and Ricardo marriage. Company policy. This is important. Listen up. Safety is our number one priority. Report any hazards in the workplace. And I mean this. Especially you guys, who are going to be around weapons all the time. Please, make sure they stay in their designated spots. Anyway, and then of course in case of emergencies, there's the OSHA mandated signs and stuff. Alright, and then there is a dress code. All office employees must be in business casual attire. For you guys, which are, field workers or adventurers, custodial maintenance, you all have your own dress codes that you'll be properly talked about with your managers, I'm sure. But ugh. But dress appropriately. Don't come to work in jeans and a t-shirt, please. Please. And then we do allow phones and social media, just don't make them become a distraction, especially in your guys' case, because you guys could die. Anyway, we are an equal opportunity employer. We hire on merit, not race, gender, class, alignment, or sexual orientation. We do expect you to extend the same welcoming demeanor to your coworkers. Harassment of any kind will not be tolerated. Yeah, so I know some people are assholes. Don't take it out on them. Just mind your own business. Thinking Lomo this dude. Lomo this dude. Something could kill me. That's fair. Attendance. The work week is Monday through Friday. Work day is from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. except with exceptions to maintenance, custodial, and field workers. You guys, we'll go over your stuff when we get to your section, but you have your own thing. Generally, we do expect you to be in the office if you're not out on assignment, but mostly you're going to talk to your manager about that. And there are 4 paid sick days in a month. If you must call out, make sure you call the department head by at least 9:30 a.m. that day. And in this case, that'll be Ricardo, and I'm sure he has other ways other than his phone to message him. He's kind of one of these weird dudes who has, weird things. Not necessarily, phones or computers, or... I've seen him use some weird communication methods. I'm sure he'll tell you how to get a hold of him. Anyway, we do have paid time off. That is separate from sick days. The request must be put in at least 2 weeks before, and there are 30 PTO days in a year. Alright, is there any questions on company policy? He looks like he just wants a break, so he's hoping you will ask a question. And this is an excuse for me to find my water bottle again. Also, clearly, Gilgagard has done this presentation a million times. He's not even looking at the PowerPoint. He just knows exactly what's on it. And he's so tired and so done. Alright, I genuinely cannot think of a question. I feel that, no, that's fine. That's more of an excuse for me to get water than anything else. I mean, honestly, what is there to question? I did a pretty good job with this PowerPoint. I'm very proud of this PowerPoint. Look, I found stock images and everything. Oh, there's a cat behind me. Hello, cat. Alright. He kind of looks around and he's like, okay, alright. No one has any questions. That's fair. Alright, you got a job description. This is specific to you guys, which is field work. Field work, or adventuring, is a major part of what we do here. For you guys specifically, your job is to take one of the many requests that come in. The request will be sent through the company chat. and you or your team can mark them as yours. Pets in the workplace? Ooh, that's a good question. Pets in the workplace. N- Not unless they are specifically for your job. So, like, your head of department, Ricardo, has 2 dogs that he brings in. Those are for his work. Those go on adventures with him. You know, they're attack dogs. So if it's an animal companion, yes. If it's just a pet, no. Cool. I have a cat behind me. Oh, I was also gonna elaborate on this part. Though Chris, that's something the company chat you and your team will mark as yours. That is an actual thing that's going to happen. We have in the Discord. There is a chat that's specifically for in-character, like, company chat. It's essentially supposed to be the Slack for Hoffman adventuring agencies. Um, to make my pet act like an animal companion, that's fair. I don't think Ricardo's really gonna care that much, to be honest, guys. He literally brings Lucy to work, okay? Um, yeah. I'll put in, like, our actual, like, campaigns, and whoever wants to, like, show up, or, like, who's available to do that campaign, and, you guys will react, or let me know in a way, in an in-character way in the chat, and then we can set up a date and time outside of it to run that campaign, is essentially what I'm thinking. We'll work that out between us as we go along. But that's the general idea. Like I said, roleplay is a huge big part of this because company atmosphere, and I was like, let's make this as realistic and weird as possible. Why did you just run? He's sitting peacefully on the bed, and then a dog barks, and it's one of our dogs, which shouldn't scare him. And then he runs to the cat tower, which is on the other side of the room. So that's fun. Alright, using whatever information is available from your request and any information you'll be able to find, and you'll be expected to complete it in a timely manner. And he looks very serious when he says that. You can tell there's probably some people in the past who have not done it in a timely manner, and it's been very upsetting. And then, of course, as per usual and standard for this line of work, any loot or reward is split 50-50 with the company. Right? Alright. I'm sure you guys understand that. We're gonna move on to budget. I'm gonna fix my character sheet because I don't like some of what I have. That's fair. I mean, we haven't started yet, so fix your character sheets, make your characters do what you need. I technically don't have a character sheet for Ricardo yet, and I need to do that. I forgot what I was going to make him. I think he's a bard. I think Ricardo's a bard. But he might not be. I don't know. He has 2 dogs. And we love Bloodkiller. Anyway. Budget. The thing you guys are probably very interested in. I know we said there was an allowance on the ad and all that. You'll receive a prepaid credit card that once a month will be loaded with $5,000 for weapons, armor, first aid, and any other necessary supplies. And of course, you'll have to submit an expense report at the end of each month. How much money I make. That's not how much you make. That's how much is supplied for you for weapons and like stuff. So that's separate from your pay. Because weapons, armor, first aid, potions, all the stuff you're gonna need are gonna be like expensive. And of course that $5,000 does not count as part of your salary. Your starting pay is gonna be $5,600 a month. Because this is a dangerous job. They pay you a lot. Try not to die. You will continue making good money. We'll make a character sheet for moving in soon. No, like, I'm not giving them 50%. Oh, I mean, we'll see how much you're allowed to do that. Because I imagine in not all cases, but some cases, the reward pieces will be submitted as part of the thing, but loot wouldn't necessarily be submitted, so we'll see. Alright. In conclusion, Welcome to Hoston Adventuring Agencies. We're excited to have you join our team. During your time here, please keep in mind what we discussed today. If you have any questions, you're here to answer now, or you can refer to the employee handbook for more in-depth answers. I don't know, there's not an employee handbook. Just ask me questions if you have them. You know which chats I'm in. Just at me. Just say bees. Help. Anyway, that's the end of this. Does anyone have any questions? I need to get... Hold on. Alright. Yeah, feel free to ask questions while I do a couple things. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm gradually make one, and the more info we get, the more info. There I am. Okay, I wanted to be here. No, that's not what I want. 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 Thank you. I wanted to go. I think it's this one. There it is. Okay. You gradually make one the more info we get. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. This is all I have for right now. Oh, my eye itches. Hold on. It is a lot of, like, basic stuff, because we haven't really got into, like, getting into things. You guys, I know, for the first campaign, will be meeting Ricardo. The handbook Cooper. I should make an employee handbook. No, I shouldn't. That would be too much work for me. I had a lot of fun making the corporate presentation, though. But yeah, I did my best on all this to try and convey the information as best as possible. But I imagine some of it is kind of confusing. It'll kind of iron itself out, I imagine, as we play. Make a handbook. No, that's too much work, and that's essentially just going to be everything I put into the presentation. Just refer back to the presentation or ask me a question. There's your handbook. Oh, my face itches. Oh, my face itches. I should upload each slide of the presentation to be like the handbook in chat, so you guys can refer to that. That would make a lot of sense to do, actually. I will mark that on my to-do list, as well as make the fairy baristas and Ricardo's character sheet. Because, yeah, I have fun, special things for Ricardo. He. Nothing devious or evil planned. What are you talking about? Anyway, I love Ricardo. He's going to be a fun character. I think his introduction, he's going to be sitting on a makeshift throne in the, it essentially looks like a break room that's been transformed into an armory for, the adventuring, like, workspace. Ricardo better not betray us or die. No, nothing like that. But, nah, you get to keep Ricardo, don't worry. I have plans for him. They're good plans. I meant it when I said nothing mean or evil. Now for Rob is going to die, probably. That's really up to you guys. And the fairy baristas. But yeah, you'll meet him. He's going to be sitting on a throne. He's going to be this fun, ridiculous character. And like your guys' mentor and everything for a while. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun to go through and do. Oh, I will go, Rob. This is canon. Yeah, either that or I think I'm gonna make it so you can contact the baristas to do a hit on him. One or the other. I'm trying to see if I can get up. I had pictures for each of the things because I made tuppers for the Tupper bot in the chat. I made those and I gave them each like pictures and things. So if I can get that all figured out. Let me get the pictures up because I know they're pictures. In the meantime, does anyone have any like questions on plot or or characters or mechanics or anything? Just feel free to ask any questions you may have while I set up the next bit. Yeah, cause I have kind of like the idea of what I wanted for each one of them, and so I went and when I made their tuppers, I went on Google and I found pictures for each of them. No question for me. I just cannot wait to play my character. Okay, there's nothing anyone needs made clear because I know I'm very rambly, so. So yeah. This is hard to like talk and then do this at the same time. My brain's like, you can do one or the other, and I'm like, no, we need to do both. I need to be entertaining. I'm streaming. Oh, they all missed the sick ass presentation line, didn't they? Oh yeah. So earlier I was going down like the Twitch thing, like the just chatting and Twitch thing, and I realized no one else is making sick ass PowerPoint presentations as far as I could see. And you know what? I'm glad I'm the only one. That could be my brand. I do sick ass PowerPoint presentations. Because of course I do. Because I have other visuals to use. Yes. What are you talking about? No, I don't have anything. That's why I do PowerPoint presentations. I would absolutely adore to talk to you guys face to face, but I can't. So, all right. Let me see. Woo! Done. There we go. You can now see my screen. This is supposed to be Guard's picture. It's of his son. He's very proud of his son. It's supposed to be like a school picture. I did just get these off of Google, by the way. So, they're not really used for like much other than the tuppers, but they're general ideas of what I have in mind for each of these characters. But yeah, that's Gilgard's son. That's his tupper picture because I couldn't find a good picture of an orc in a suit. So, yeah, this is Ricardo. This is kind of what the idea I had for Ricardo. Um, yeah, only he has like a crown and two dogs and is much more like slender. And probably also a glass of wine. Because it's Ricardo. Um, Ricardo is a dill. Yeah, Rob really is downgrading. Anyway, this is Raquel. She's just a business lady. She's just like, I have business things to do. I work in finance. I believe she's finance as well. I think. Fuck, let me refer back to the presentation. I'm pretty sure she was finance. Yeah, in finance. Her and Deborah are both finance. Okay. What happened to my... I'm not gonna question that. When you forget one of your character's jobs. Well, her job wasn't important. She's just there to kind of snitch. I love her dearly. This is Rob. My pointer is gone, by the way. My cursor is just completely disappeared. It's not the first time this has happened. But yes, this is Rob. He's generic man. Really, Ricardo could do better. Fuck Rob. That's fair. This is Turhill. This is the best picture I could find. Like, very closely matches what I want from her. I just pictured this, but in business casual. White man. He looks like a robber. Yeah, I saw that stock image and I was like, that one. That one. That one's perfect. Right? Like, she's a druid. Turhill is a druid. I don't remember what exactly I wanted her to do in the company. She's absolutely adorable. This is supposed to be Deborah. She's an older lady. She's doing good. She's in her, like, late 30s, early 40s. And she absolutely could have been a sick-ass wizard. But there will be plot to why she's not a wizard. So I won't reveal that quite yet. Deserves better than Robert. You're right. Everyone deserves better than Robert. Robert deserves to be fired and possibly killed. This is Dave from marketing. He's not the brightest, but he is a cat. We like Dave from marketing. And this is Dave from management. We don't like Dave from management. He's mean. And then lastly, we have Jurg, who's an old dwarf who's really good at law and is really like I know this is the best picture I could find. He's not grumpy. He's just kind of like a nice old man. And he's really sad about all the company going on right now. And he's probably really old friends with the owner, Todd, who I don't have a picture for. But just picture an old white guy that's a CEO. And that's pretty much what Todd Halfstand looks like. I'll give you a peek at my tupper here, if I can find my cursor. There we go. But you can see I have them grouped together. If I could... My cursor has just straight up disappeared. And it makes it really hard to do this. But yeah, I have them in their own little thing. And you can see everyone here can talk. Why the fuck isn't Todd in here? I know I made a tupper for Todd earlier. Who cares about Todd? Me. He's kind of an important NPC. He's your CEO. But yeah. That's how that works. I've lost my cursor. I've like legitimately lost my cursor, so I can't figure out what I'm doing. So that's really jarring. I have to like trace things to try and find it. Oh gosh. I don't know. Where am I? Oh, there's my cursor. Okay. We'll come back to here, and because I think I get my cursor back when it's on that. And we can jam on here for a little bit. Anyone? I'm sure none of you have any more questions. Everyone's kind of talking. Not everyone has yet to be decided on what their job is. I do need to put that in notes, what everything does. But Deborah is, I think, head of finance, and Raquel just works in finance. Rob is head of Ricardo is head of adventuring. Don't know what Rob does yet. Don't know what Turhill does yet. Everyone else, I think, has jobs. So, I mean, I think you can figure out what Dave from marketing and Dave from management do. We've gone over that Gilgagard is HR. You've had your brief encounter with him already. In that very tired voice. Ricardo is my dad, and that's all that matters. You're right. Oh, there is one more bit I can share if I can find it. I'll have to just read it off because it's in my Discord. But ages ago, during that, I had started a one-sided conversation from a character that's not part of this, but is in the universe. If I can find it, there it is. So it's a one-sided birds Reddit. Ricardo and Gilgagard are my fathers. You're right. They're co-parents. They're dealing with you guys. But birds Reddit, I wrote it at 1 a.m. after I did all the world building for this initially. It was just kind of, I was going off this universe and things. So they're not associated with anyone in the company, but it is from the same universe, and it's a one-sided conversation, so you won't get the other side of the conversation. But this is a college student here. Here's what I wrote. It's a one-sided convo by a college student going home for the summer. But yeah, I really like the way I wrote this. And no, I don't know what the other person's saying, even though like you'll hear them responding. But yeah, here I'm gonna read this because it's from the same universe. Let me take a breath before I try and read, because we know how I am with reading out loud. Yeah, my parents are hosting a barbecue on the 4th. You're welcome to come. It won't be too exciting, but my niece needs someone to hold her teddy bear, or while she and her older brother run around in the backyard with sparklers. My sister's gonna have her hands full with a ton of questions. It's the first family get-together since her wedding with the new guy. My parents really liked her late wife, but you know, when the wizard turned her into a dog. They don't live that long, she was already 24. Yeah, you'd think that would transfer to dog years, but nope. It's unfortunate. Even worse, the new hubby wants a puppy for the kids. No, he has no idea what happened before. I just hope my grandma is too busy questioning her so I don't get asked about my sorcerer's degree. It's much harder to become a full-fledged sorceress now than when she was young. My normal out is Uncle Ted. I know dwarves have a high alcohol tolerance, but like 12 beers at the family barbecue is a bit much. But like he's not even gonna be there. He's in New York for work. He'll still not be there though. No, my cousin doesn't drink. He doesn't have a beard, which is odd because he's one of those software engineer hipster types. Yeah, big on flannels. Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, no. Jamie won't be there. No, she detests my sister's husband. No, I don't know the whole story. The bit I heard had to do with an iPhone. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So yeah, that's the bit I wrote. And I will remind you all, I wrote that at 1 a.m. If you have to go to an actual magic school, well, my character did not learn it the own way. No, I think you can learn it. Like, magic is a natural ability like in anything else, but you can go to school and get a degree in certain magics. Or you can learn it. It doesn't really matter. It's just a fancy piece of paper. If you have to go to an sorcerer's degree, mo bitch, I just talked to a god. Well, yeah, that's not a sorcerer. That sounds like a warlock. Some people like going to school and mastering their arts. Some don't. And I don't have any other bits of that. The rest of that is a weird fan fiction that I wrote that we're not going to get into anytime soon. Bird's read it. We're okay with that. Bird gets all my weird stuff. I mean, sorcerers are born with magic. They are! And that's why that person was getting a degree. And that's why their grandma has a degree. Good for their grandmother. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. I really enjoy the world building for this universe. And I really am going to enjoy getting into it more and doing more with it. Because it's so much fun to like think about how the world works and where our current modern day starts and the magic starts to bleed through. I just talked to an ocean god for too long. Yeah, that's fair. You know, some people are born with magic. Some people have to, go to the sea and lose their mind a little bit. We all learn our magic in different ways. Oh, it do be fun, yes. I don't know if you're talking about sea madness or the world in general, but both. Both, I imagine. I just gave my soul to a god, but hey. Do you think, and this is a weird thought, that's we can make genuine figures like patrons? I don't want to call them gods, but perhaps they have an ability to give people certain magical abilities. I'm not saying Steve Jobs, but Steve Jobs. It's such a dumb idea. Oh. Anyway. Oh, I might roll with that later. I should have brought a notepad to this. No? No, okay, Bird says no. I'm not going to do that. That's probably a great idea. I mean, he doesn't have to be like a full patron. Maybe he bestows like a certain type of magic. What kind of patron would they be? I don't know, man. Tech patron, and you get like a buff to like your tech stats. Those aren't even a thing. Um, Actually, what stats would tech stuff be under? Or I guess it would be charisma, because like Steve Jobs was very charismatic. New subclass tech. I mean, if you're an artificer, I don't know how to pronounce it right now. My brain's like fried. I killed it when I said Steve Jobs. Anyway, do it. Like, it's probably intelligence for tech stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. No, like I imagine if you're an artificer or something similar, you have like certain aspects where you're like, oh, if I plead to this patron, things tend to work better. Software engineers have like little pictures, and they're like, "Sir, please help us," because you have to be smart to do it. Yeah, that's fair. Um, but yeah, I love world building and I love getting on with the stuff. It's a lot of fun to just go through and figure out this world. Um, uh, like figuring out how the little world and the facets work. So like when you go out on a quest, I need to build the world around you. So like when you go to the mall, there's the food court and Bath and Body Works. Like, okay, you're gonna go into one of the stores that we all know because we've all been to a mall. Oh, and you're gonna be like, oh, I want to go to this store, and I have to be like, okay, what does that store sell besides what we know in the real world it sells? Like Bath and Body Works and Hot Topic are the examples I have um, already done. Like, Bath and Body Works also sells potions as well as, hand sanitizer, lotion, and what they sell in the real world. And Hot Topic has, like, the janky spells, and I imagine, like, um, like, weird, like, markers to help you write down spells and, like, other, like, fun magical things for, like, teenagers, because that's kind of their thing. So, like, nothing too dangerous. They might have, like, the like, oh, I want to say amplifying stones, but like crystals that are supposed to like help and amplify magic, but like to a smaller degree. Oh, Claire's doing that, but for like 10-year-olds. They're like, our jewelry, we have amplifying stone jewelry. And it's like the kitty little ones that break after like one or two baby spells. Can't wait to get lost in a parking lot. Yeah. Oh, key beepers um, are magic instead of tech. No, they're still tech. They just also have like an ethereal glow around them that gets brighter as you get closer to your car. So you can no, actual playing hot and cold with your car. So like the thing will warm up slightly when you get closer. That's where the glow comes from. It gets warmer and like glows slightly. Oh, I love that. uh But yeah, like, I don't know, okay, but Claire's also still has to be known for unsafe piercings. Oh yeah, clearly. Yeah, they'll give you a piercing, and, like, the gems in the piercing are, like, the baby amplifying stones that barely work. Oh, everyone's like, don't go to Claire's, you'll get infected, and their stones will break. Oh. And there's like oh, that'd be I just like thinking about all the little things that we could be doing for this world is just like my brain's like going at a million miles per hour and none of it's being able to like come out of my mouth. But yeah, there's lots of like little things, but like other than that, it's like figuring out the world and then figuring out how the smaller world of the office itself is going to work because we have, a company atmosphere and different people and different things that are going on. And like I have to be literally 10 different people at any given time. Not including some of like the minor characters like Ricardo and Rob's family, who's gonna be like impacted by this. Gilgagard's family, uh, Deborah's family, um, Hurley, who like is a named character that we already know as Turhill's brother. you know, who I imagine is very overprotective of his sister and really wants to beat up Rob right now. Anyway, but yeah, and we have to figure out how that's all going to play out with you guys, because like you're now entering in a pre-made company atmosphere, and you're going to one upset the balance in either a good way or a bad way. Let's be honest, you're going to kill Rob. uh, and so like we're gonna figure that out, and we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna do it. It's gonna be interesting, I think, because there's lots of little bits and pieces and little things that we get to do, and it'll be really fun to see how this all plays out and what more we can build on and what more we can do and stuff. But with that all said, and with Cat starting to meow at me, I am going to sign off for the night. I hope you all have a lovely time. Please make your characters. I'm going to send this into probably both Worm Jam and the Office Drama and Dragons chat, just so people can refer back to it, and I can use this as a pitch to get people to join, because we have 4 players now. And I would like more, because the more people I can get to join this, the better it'll be, because then we can mix and match teams and what we do and what jobs you guys take on, and how we're going to react and how we're going to transfer information to each other, and how all that's going to go through and go on and all that. Because it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot more interesting with more people. Because right now, before you guys start at the company, the adventuring team or the fieldwork team is down to 1 member because everyone else has died. So it's just Ricardo right now lounging. So yeah, thank you. Tell your friends to join, or tell our friends to join. We all have the same friend group. But thank you for joining me on this, and thank you so much for playing. We won't die, I'm too cool. Well, if you die, have a backup character. Good night. I love you guys.